Another public comment from Carl Braham. Mr. Braham, please be advised that your comment is allocated to 3 minutes.
Thank you, Judge. Good morning, Judge, and good morning, Commissioners. Again, my name is Carl Brem, and I am a staff attorney for the Combined Law Enforcement Associations of Texas. I office out of San Antonio. Our organization is usually referred to as CLEAT, as the name Combined Law Enforcement Associations of Texas by mouthful. We represent approximately 27,000 Texas peace officers all around the state. I come to you specifically in regards to a couple of members employed with your sheriff's office. I have written to you 3 times. I have written to you in October, well, originally to the county representatives in October, but to this body itself in February, specifically, if you bear with me, February 20th, March 18th, and then April 16th, asking why our members with CLEAT who are employed with your sheriff's office have been denied raises that I believe you approved back in October of last year. If I understand correctly, back in October of last year, you approved county-wide raises to all county employees. These officers employed with your sheriff's office have reached out to me asking why they were denied those raises. My letters to you, which have gone unanswered, inquired as to the same thing. Why not the raises for those officers? I hate to accuse you of ignoring my letters, but I have not gotten responses, which is why I'm here in person asking now once again on behalf of my clients why they have not enjoyed those raises. I thank you for your time, and I would just simply ask that the officers be given a straightforward explanation as to their raises. Thank you for your time and consideration.
Thank you, sir. Any other public comment?
Judge, I have one.
Go ahead.
In reference, and it's not I'm not discussing it, but in reference to the concern of the water backing up on Houston and what is it, 11th Street, there's several combined factors that I'm gonna place myself on the agenda for the city. And then after that, I'll go ahead and put it here on Commissioner's Court on what was the result of the drainage problem. We found, or I found several factors with the contractor, Mr. J, I think of Jesse Martinez, I believe his last name. So we were there Saturday morning and we met with Miss Montoya and her daughter, and after they left, we stayed there behind and saw several factors there. And I named it to her, so I'm gonna get with the city and see what we can remediate with that.
Any other public comments?
Judge,
Yes, sir.
do you know when we're gonna, or did they apply already for the credit review? We're getting a lot of issues. We'd like to get started, start fixing it. Because, when they drain all the water went into the offices, so I can go into address it as soon as possible. If they're working on the grant, just to give you an update, so we can get over.
What, Brett?
EDA, with Minoria Grant.
Sorry, that's when it is. Next time I'll go. Mr. For the record, Mr. Pereira told me that it was
We have another public comment by Commissioner Alonso Carmona.
Judge, on the elevator for the old courthouse, I contacted the company that does the elevator to go ahead and get it fixed due to our employee coming back so she can use it. So, they're just gonna replace the, what do you call that, the board? The brain, whatever.
The motherboard.
The motherboard.
Any other public comment?
Judge,
Yes.
can we kindly ask for DA's office if they can park on this side? Because park right in front, and the other needs is for them to come in, park, come in a parking space to complete the classes or go visit anybody in the courthouse. I was here last week and they were having issues, they couldn't park. They're here all day today, I was told, so they can kind of park on this side. In the front space, but
I will address that when I get out of court.
Thank you.
3.1, approval of bonds. No bonds? I did. I apologize. 1.6, approval of minutes of regular meeting, May 20th, 2024.
If no correction, so moved.
I have a motion by Commissioner Alonso Carmona. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Uranda. Any further discussion?
Judge,
Yes, ma'am.
on public comment 1.5A, the vehicle was parked at precinct 3 yard.
On public comment? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about today. 1.5, public comment.
The vehicle was
Rick Juan Carmona, County Commissioner, regarding vehicle parked at Road and Bridge Precinct 4 yard vandalized. Mr. Garcia, to reflect Precinct 3 yard. Any other discussion regarding the minutes? If there's no further discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 3.1, approval of bonds. Thank you. We have 3 bonds. We have 1 bond in particular for Gabriel Riojas, the Sheriff's Department. We have another bond for JP4 clerk, Elsa Jimenez. And we have a third bond for District Deputy Clerk, Ms. Aleda Marie Garcia. Are there any questions? I'll entertain a motion.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Noguera. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Uranda. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 3.2, discussion and appropriate action, approval to use the Old County Fairgrounds on October 25th and 26th, 2024 for the toy rally. We do have 2 representatives here from the organization. Good morning.
Good morning, Judge. Good morning, Commissioners. We would like to request approval to use the fairgrounds for our annual toy rally on October 24th, or I'm sorry, 25th, 26th.
And Mr. Hernandez, just for the record, if you can please tell us your names.
Oh, sorry, Rick Hernandez. Cinnamon Bar.
What was your name, sir?
Cinnamon Bar.
Are there any questions?
So moved.
I have a motion by Commissioner Noguera,
Second.
second by Commissioner Alonso Carmona. Discussion, we have a discussion by Commissioner Juan Carmona.
What's the name of your organization?
South Texas Heroes. South Texas Heroes.
I think you see your one says,
South Texas Heroes. Any other discussion?
Judge, it's been brought up in the past, there supposedly is a wire of some kind out there that's, that can be a safety concern when people of this organization are utilizing the area. I don't know if it's a guide wire or if it's an actual dead.
It's a dead wire. It's an old cable from the radio station that runs to the antenna. It's already cut in some sections. It's already deteriorating. If there's anything we can do to remove it, it does get to be a safety concern.
could be at least disconnected, maybe.
Because it belongs to the radio station, so I don't want them to say that we cut it or we did something to it, so that's what we need as is.
I guess it's something that we can just continue to look into, and
Get a hold of whoever owns,
they sold it.
We need to get a hold of whoever owns it, that way they can do it.
Okay. Any other comments, discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. Thank you, gentlemen. Have a good day. 3.3, discussion and appropriate action, approval for the 365th Judge Amado Abascal to attend the annual AFCC 2024 64th Conference, June 4th through the 7th in Boston, Massachusetts. Are there any questions?
Do you have information on this, Mr. King? Yeah.
It's airfare, right? He's flying?
He's fine.
Okay.
Go ahead, Commissioner.
The last time you used a rental, is it on here?
It's not on
If it's
here.
not, we're not gonna cover it.
Whatever's on there, it's all on there. I mean, he didn't provide backup?
No, there's not.
Oh, yes.
Also, for the,
For the rental, it's not Commissioner Rocco.
for the, whether you're gonna stick to the rules or we're not, I've always asked this question, I'm gonna ask it again. Do they have to be present in order for us to take action or not?
No.
Nobody?
Mhm.
Okay. So whenever somebody's not here, we don't have to table that item, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Just so I know, because
Are you talking about in particular about,
we make the
okay,
ladies if they're
hold
not
on,
here.
let me ask, are you talking in particular about travel or are you talking about agenda item? Because if,
Agenda items and
okay, well then
travel.
no, for travel, perhaps I can understand that, but if somebody requests an agenda item and they're not here, then it needs to be tabled, because if we have questions or we have, to inquire as to what particular is in that agenda item request, then they need to be here. So it's gonna get tabled and I'm gonna motion for it to be tabled.
Sometimes we don't approve the travel because they're not here.
So you're talking in particular about travel.
Right.
If you don't want to approve it, then we don't. You request for it to be tabled, and we'll table it, and we see if we do get the votes.
Sure, one time we, if I'm not mistaken, the ag department, the travel.
I remember.
We tabled it because she wasn't here.
I remember.
I just wanna make sure, I wanna be fair with everybody that if we don't approve it for somebody, we don't approve for anybody.
Because he couldn't be here today because he's got trial in Maverick. I know that.
But normally he sends his, I don't think I've ever seen Judge Abascal in Commissioner's Court, but one time
They're all,
he normally sends an employee to come on his behalf,
they're in trial.
or his auditor.
Okay. Yes. Any questions?
He does have a question. He has a question in regards to the car rental, because the last time he
It is not on
purchased
there,
a car rent,
It's,
well, we approved it last time.
but if he's-
Or you paid for it, or Mr. Ortiz paid for it, and he wouldn't have it on this thing.
he's got two things for fees, parking.
Right share.
rental, taxi, salary, but he got one amount of $116, and then he's got another, and beside it, there's a $38 amount also.
So that's probably a rental from the airport.
That's over 148,
That's Dimmit County's portion.
the $80, the $38 that Dimmit County
That's
bar.
Dimmit County.
It's $820.
$820.
So the total amount that he's paying to go on this trip is about,
But my question is, Judge, if I'm understanding Mr. Pereira correct, the amount, the one that's on the outside, correct?
Well, it's not on here.
It is split or?
Okay.
No, that's for the hotel.
Oh, okay.
So the total amount for this particular trip looks like it's $2,462.82, but it's divided amongst 3 counties. So Dimmit County's portion would be $820.94. But there is no rental, you're correct.
You see, this is not a way on. This doesn't add up. No, but you're telling me. So which one is it? My understanding is that it's telling me, Judge, this is the portion that belongs to the county. And
Correct.
it's not, it's an amount of
No, I think the total, you put the total on the bottom, and then what's on the right is what. the
All
county-
this adds up to $820.94.
this right here.
This,
Yeah,
looks
okay.
like,
It's one, yeah, the 820. So these amounts right here,
Uh-huh.
they add up to this 820 that Dimmit County's paying. All this right here obviously does not add up to that, but it's because we're dividing it amongst 3 counties. But you're right, the rental is not on there. So if he has a car rental, then we shouldn't pay for it because it wasn't approved.
I don't think we'll get the receipt for the car rental till he leaves the facility, the airport. When he returns the car rental fee, that's when we'll get the receipt. He can't get the receipt before he gets the rental.
But we're not asking for a receipt, that's an estimate of what
Oh,
he's.
it asked for a receipt.
Huh?
It asked
The
for,
that's
receipt,
per
you don't get
receipt.
it till afterwards.
That reservation, that's for the reservation. Ahead of time.
Any other questions? All in favor? Or, excuse me, I need a motion.
to table, or?
No, but you said we don't need to table it.
No, I thought
Well,
that's a motion.
I agree with you, Commissioner Juan, that for any agenda, excuse me, for any agenda item that is being requested, the individual shall be here to be able to inquire, ask questions. In this particular case, we had the auditor to answer questions for Judge Abascal, but I believe for future reference, it may be best that the person is here out of abundance of caution, 1, 2, out of fairness. As you mentioned, we in the past have tabled the Ag Extension Life agents' request for travel because they were not here. So I think in order for us to be fair across the board to anybody that's trying to request an agenda item for travel, that they must be here in order for them to have it approved.
Yes, ma'am. Also, this is put like in the last minute. As we as elected officials, we get the trainings way ahead, notices way ahead of time. So with due respect to the judge, I mean, he could have submitted this last month and not wait till the last minute because he leaves us probably tomorrow.
He probably left already.
Or he probably left, but Mr. Pereira, come on, we do that to everybody. We don't wait till the very day to approve travel and all that. We do it 2 or 3 months before schedule. Because we get the notices.
I will advise you.
And it puts us in a bind where if we accept, I mean, I know we probably more like how it will go, but in all fairness, and everybody that's on here is gonna say, I can do it at the last minute, and no questions asked.
I
We
will-
do it for one, we're gonna do it for everybody.
I will advise him.
And in the future, he's got to.
And you're very strict about that. Yes, sir?
That's why my next item for Mr. Gonzalez is on there, because your office didn't allow us to put it on the last one, because you were missing something.
No, what happened was the agenda had already been posted when he signed out. That's why we're doing it today.
But again, you're strict on
Yeah,
the go, but come on,
But it was in the
let's
claim
be friendly
document.
with everybody.
I understand that, but we basically, if whoever goes is wanting to go, basically, we do not restrict travel. It's just the only thing we need to have is either have it advance notice and have it on the claim docket, or that you all do it here at a specific travel.
Because then we gotta go back on reimbursements, and it's one thing we always look at,
But
and that falls under you.
But if it doesn't, if you get advised that you have a meeting to go to this Friday, you go and you come back and you reimburse.
But my
And it goes on the
I can
agenda.
understand that, but my thing is that we're notified with ample time to
Yeah,
go
I
to these
understand.
trainings.
This was probably done with ample time, okay?
So
Because you
that's
have
what
to
I'm
have to
saying.
travel.
I'm
So I
not
understand this.
worried about what's, if tomorrow they say commissioners, y'all gotta go meet because Cheatham is having something,
Right.
and that's understandable. But what I'm saying, we get notice with ample time to take care of travel.
I understand that.
Now
So
wait till the last minute.
in this case, he should have submitted it with claim time.
Exactly,
I
that's
agree.
what I'm trying to say.
But let's suppose the next one, he just found out after the last meeting, was supposed to be after the last agenda was posted, so we did put it on his sign, or we put it on his claim document. So basically, it's not a requirement that you have to bring in less time in advance, because there are emergencies that come up and trainings that people have to go to.
And I understand.
But in this case, I agree.
Yes. Yes. That's it.
Thank you. Entertain a motion.
So we'll,
Motion by Commissioner Alonso Carmona, is there a
to
second?
table?
To table?
Oh, I got to approve this.
To approve or to table, whatever you want your motion to be. A motion to approve by Commissioner Alonso Carmona, is there a second? Second by Commissioner Juan Carmona. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition?
Aye.
I have one opposition by Commissioner Rubalcaba.
Mr. Pereira, may I just,
Give me 1 second. Go ahead, Commissioner.
Mr. Pereira, be sure you let it know next time if there's somebody here with the table. And send it in ahead of time, because if the time passes, it's gonna be a reimbursement, and we can't allow that to start happening again.
3.4, discussion appropriate action, approval for code enforcer James Gonzalez to attend the basic code enforcement June 3rd through the 7th, 2024 in Austin, Texas. Do I have a motion?
So move.
Motion by Commissioner Alonso Carmona, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Urenda. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 3.5, discussion and appropriate action, approval for County Judge Marta Ponce to attend the Judicial Roundtable June 18th through 19th in Tilden, Texas.
So move.
I have a motion by Commissioner Alonso Carmona,
Second.
second by Commissioner Urenda. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 3.6, discussion and appropriate action, approval to advertise for the general contractor for the Dimmit County Sports Complex. Commissioner Rubalcaba and Commissioners, this is a procedural process. As you guys know, anytime that we're having any kind of projects that are going to be built, we got to get a bid for that general contractor, and that's what this is for, to approve to put on the paper.
Motion.
Motion by Commissioner Odena, is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner. Second by Commissioner Rubalcaba. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 3.7, monthly report from County Extension Agent Ms. Alyssa Cruz for the month of April and May 2024. Morning. I apologize, Ms. Cruz, I'm having really bad vision.
of youth ages 13 and up. I teamed up with the Dimmit County Sheriff's Office to provide a vehicle basics for youth to learn how to change a tire, to jumpstart their vehicle, understanding when to use their hazards, and just daily vehicle maintenance. I do have another self-defense one coming up, and I can go ahead and share that flyer with you through email once it's done. But yeah, that's the program I have coming up next.
Is this Adulting 101 just for like teenagers, or can adults go to?
Yes. Well, y'all are invited as well, but it's
I mean, I
mainly
need to learn how to
target-
change a tire.
It's mainly to target youth to show them life skills.
13 and up.
Miss, but,
Ms. Cruz.
Ms. Cruz,
Yes.
I try to see between both. Is there anything that you can look like for a program where defensive driving course can be done here in the
Yes,
courthouse?
yes, for sure.
Can you look into
For
it?
county employees or just?
Yes, for county.
County employees, okay, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
Any other questions of Ms. Cruz? I'll entertain a motion.
So moved.
I have a motion by Commissioner Alonso Carmona, second. Second by Commissioner Noguera. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. I will motion to table items 3.8 and 3.9 as those both presenters are out this week.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Alonso Carmona. Any other discussion? All in favor? Any opposition?
I did.
Do we have? Aye.
Aye.
Yes, Commissioner Alonso Carmona, second. Motion carries. 3.12, discussion, actually, I'm going to motion as well to table 3.10. Constable Aramula advised my staff that he had an emergency this morning with the doctor's appointment, so I'm going to table that item. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Urenda. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 3.11, discussion and appropriate action, monthly report from Constable Precinct 3, Mr. Robert Valderas and Juventino Torres for the month of May 2024. Morning. Are there any questions of Constable Valderas?
Motion to approve.
We have a motion by Commissioner Alonso Carmona, second by Commissioner Noguera. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. Thank you, Constable.
Thank you.
3.12, discussion and appropriate action, monthly report from Constable Precinct 1, Mr. Alfred Castaneda for the month of April and May 2024.
Morning.
Morning. Are there any questions of Mr. Castaneda? I have a motion by Commissioner Noguera,
Second.
second by Commissioner Urenda. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. Thank you, Constable.
Thank you.
3.13, discussion and appropriate action, monthly report from Constable Precinct 4, Mr. Jose Galvan for the month of April and May 2024.
Morning, Judge.
Morning. Are there any questions of Constable Galvan?
Motion.
Motion by Commissioner Urenda,
Second.
second by Commissioner Noguera. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. Thank you, Constable. Three point one four, discussion and appropriate action, monthly report from Victory Ambulance for the month of May 2024.
Good morning, everyone. I have a report, Judge.
Yes, please.
Good morning, ma'am.
I can't get my packages on Friday because it's missing this report, and I'd like to get my packages on Friday and
Make sure that the girls know.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? So for the month of May, we had a total of 234 runs. We had 47 medical emergencies, 46 refusals, 45 transfers, 6 helipads, 20 discharges, 6 dialysis, 17 doctor's appointments, 10 wound cares, 33 MBAs, and 4 POAs.
Any questions on
Mr. Olivares,
Yes, sir.
you don't put your standbys?
I'm not sure why they don't put them on there. I think because not a report isn't made. I think they only put like a report that's made, where these down, but I can start getting them to do it. and
Well,
just
I'm just
start-
saying, like, when you stand by for emergency services. or-
Yes, sir. Like
Yeah,
when
there's
they
mostly what?
fire standbys and stuff like that. Yes, sir. I'll start telling the girls to keep eyes on them, and I'll let the supervisors at the other office know that if one does tone out for a standby, to make sure they log it into
Yeah,
the log.
it doesn't have to be a run for it, just.
Right, yes, sir. Yes, so I think that's what they count here is the runs. Yes, sir.
The runs are considered standbys?
No, ma'am. The runs, like just either a run that an ambulance like responded to a patient, in other words, as well. So, but the standbys will go ahead and I'll let the supervisors know that we started doing them.
What is HBO?
That's hyperbarics and wound care. That's what it is. Those are, right where it says wound care, that's exactly what it means. Those are patients that require the hyperbaric chamber for healing of the wounds.
They put them in the tube,
In a tank.
and they give them 100% oxygen.
I apologize for the speaker.
Oh, no worries. No worries.
How many units do we have running?
We still have the 3 that we run a day, and we have a total of 4 ambulances. And we're working on getting another one to replace the one that we lost in the fires. And it's gonna take time to get, but we are looking to replace it, because we have an extra license for it.
So one of them got replaced, we're waiting on the other
On
one.
the other issue.
Any other questions of Mr. Olivares? If there aren't no questions, I will entertain a motion.
Motion.
Motion by Commissioner Rubalcaba, second by Commissioner Urenda. Further discussion?
Judge,
Yes, sir.
when is the time when we put it up for bids?
In July.
July?
When we start working on the budget, is what our contract with them is. Other questions? Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries.
Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. 3.15, discussion and appropriate action, monthly report from the Dimmit County Golf Course for the month of May 2024. Good morning, Ms. Hyman. We don't have a report.
I turned it in at exactly 8 o'clock in the morning,
Today?
yes ma'am. Because I have to wait until the 31st to run it after we close.
Oh, we don't, yeah, we don't have it. Not at 8 o'clock. Mirko's not gonna have it at 8 o'clock. Ready?
Motion to table, Judge.
I have a motion to table. Is there a second? Second by Commissioner Juan Carmona. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. We'll put you on the next agenda, Ms. Hanna.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Judge, if she
Ma-
can run her report to the 31st, will we change her report for the second commissioner's report of every month together with the
We can do that. 3.16, discussion and appropriate action, approval to hire part-time help precinct 2. Those are line items you have?
Yes, sir, ma'am. That's, for the summer.
But are these were part-time positions that have been allocated through the budget?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Motion by Commissioner Uranda, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Furukawa. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 3.17, excuse me, discussion and appropriate action, approval to reinstate burn ban precinct 2. Motion by Commissioner Noguera. Second by Commissioner Juan Carmona. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 3.18, discussion and appropriate action, approval to accept donation of firefighting foam from the Dilly Volunteer Fire Department.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Noguera. Second by Commissioner Juan Carmona. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 3.19, discussion and appropriate action, approval to hire 2 part-time employees, precinct 4, and 1 part-time employee for the sanitation department. Same question, Commissioner Noguera, these are part of your budget?
Yes. The part-timers for precinct 4, I didn't realize, I just looked them at this morning. And
I'm sorry, I can't see, I'm having a hard
sanitation
time.
doesn't have a line item for part-time. So I wanted to see if I can change it to 3 part-times for my department.
And just,
Because sometimes if I have one of the guys out in sanitation and I don't have a backup.
so you have the 3 positions in your precinct 4. So I'm going to entertain a motion to approve to hire 3 part-time employees for precinct 4 and redact the request for 1 part-time through sanitation, Mr. Garcia. As per Commissioner Noguera, there is 3 allocated positions for part-time for precinct 4. Motion by Commissioner Uranda, is there a second? Second by Commissioner Alonso Carmona. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 3.20, discussion and appropriate action, approval to consider paying for broken windshields caused by precinct 4 employee.
Judge, last commissioner's court, we needed the backup.
Yes, ma'am.
The first one goes to Jose Ibarra, the reimbursement is already paid for.
Oh, okay.
The second one will be for Maverick Glass, but the PO should be precinct 4 and not the sheriff's office.
I saw that. So where it has bill 2, it should stay precinct 4, not Dimmit County Sheriff.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. That's road and bridge. And on the second one, Commissioner, with the Maverick Auto Glass, that's with the other employee. He hasn't done it yet.
We're waiting on their approval.
Okay,
Well, it's okay.
Any questions? I'm gonna go ahead and pass this out so y'all can see it. That's the backup. Questions?
Motion to approve.
Motion by Commissioner Alonso Carmona, is there a second? Second by Commissioner Odena. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 3.21, discussion and appropriate action approval to remove sediments from the Espantosa water system, requesting expenditure covered by emergency fund precinct 1.
Judge, there was a inspection that took place on all the tanks for the water system that the county has. And there was some sediments found in the tank of the Espantosa system. Therefore, it's going to have to be cleaned by a specialized contractor that comes in and vacuums everything out and certifies it as a clean tank. It's going to take approximately 13,000.
13,000, and you're asking it for it to come out of ARPA?
Because this is one of those items that are not budgeted for, and since we took the hit for 23,000 on the repairs of the water wells already, we're pretty low in funds. Those were unforeseen issues that we've incurred between the starting of budget and now. But pretty much pretty difficult to budget for these issues that we encounter.
Are there other businesses that offer these services that may be more economical than 13,000?
I'm sure there is. This specific company was called actually to give us a quote by the Texas State District. That's who they usually do their certification.
But there's others that we can ask for quotes or bids.
We could. And we probably have to anyways because
I would.
for the amount.
I would like to request out of abundance of caution to get 2 more
We
quotes.
can get the quotes. At this point, we just need to know what we're going to pay.
When we get the quotes, we can see where we can pay it from. I'm going to motion to table this item and request for additional quotes, Commissioner Odena.
Second.
I have a second by Commissioner Alonso Carmona. Further discussion?
Judge.
Yes, sir.
For your records, make sure that get that correct deal, because here it says 4 inches and up to feet or 3 feet is so much. What about if it's less than 4 inches? Right, I mean, just for your protection, because they only take a foot up, are they gonna give you a credit or?
No, I think that's the minimum that they, if the state comes in and does their assessment and they feel that it needs to be cleaned, it's because it's more than 4 inches. That's what's explained to Gary.
So it's 93,000 for all our water tanks.
Well,
Yeah, 93,300.
we're only taking one.
Well, I mean, but it shows 93 at the bottom. But I know you highlighted just Duncan Street. But my question is, was this to do all of them? There's 2 different prices. You got 100 for 13,400, and then the total price projected on this cost is 93,300.
Yeah, because all this, everything else doesn't have to be done.
Okay,
Yeah, just what's highlighted.
right. But I just wanted to clarify
Yeah.
because you didn't want to get a 93,000 dollar.
It's 93,000, I really need help from the rotation.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Odena, to remove the sediments from Espantosa water system, it's not gonna be at the water system, it'll be at Duncan Street.
Yes.
But it's gonna be in the tank. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, the tank at the water, Espantosa?
Yes. We can.
That way they
So I'm
know.
going to put it back on the agenda. I can add all that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? This item has been tabled. 3.2, discussion and appropriate action, approval to accept a donation from A&D for the Porta Johns units for the Alanis Sports Complex for public use. A&D use water from precinct 1 to clean the units and dispose of the slush at the Eagle Pass disposal.
This item, Judge, is basically just notifying the court that we did bring in some water down for the facility utilizing the restroom put down. And I believe we're still working on that issue with those restrooms. So that's what it is, basically.
Commissioner Juan, do we have a status update on that? You know,
I'm sorry?
do we have a status update on the restrooms being fixed at the Alanis?
No, they said they were gonna take care of it. His workers, they said they were taking care of it, so I backed out.
Do we have?
Yeah, we ran 3 different processes. The last one was the city went in there with their pressure, and there seems to be an issue on one of the 90s. If y'all can remember correctly, in the past, we found that there were people who were actually sticking whole rolls of toilet paper in there. So it seems that one of these rolls got stuck in one of those 90s, and they have to bring a ruler to break it. That's where we're at.
I'm pretty sure you tried taking that last commode and putting it through there, right? The road ruler.
The rotor rooter. I'll entertain a motion.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Alonso Carmona, is there a second?
For the use? or-
No, for accepting the donation.
Oh, second.
Second by Commissioner Juan Carmona. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition?
I abstain.
We have one abstention by Commissioner Noguera. Motion carries. 4.1, discussion and appropriate action, approval to purchase $75,000 of ammunition for the Dimmit County Sheriff's Office.
Morning, Sheriff.
Morning.
Morning, sir.
Morning.
Is this coming out of your budget?
I was
Yes, it's on the
about to ask
budget,
the same question.
No, regular, we had a budget item for this last budget, I believe they didn't get any, they purchased some ammo, but there was, the rest of the ammo wasn't available. It's available now, so we're just trying to make the purchase before.
Sorry, Sheriff, I am having a really hard time seeing today. With my eyes, I got stuff done and I can't see. You have your,
No. Mr. Chief?
Is this through a co-op or? Yes, it is through a co-op.
Sir?
I was just asking to make sure it was through a co-op because it's over $50,000.
exactly.
I'll check on it if it's, I don't,
Because otherwise it's gotta be after.
that's it, okay.
Mhm.
I'll double check on this, if we want to table it, we'll go ahead and table it, there's no rush on it, so.
We'll go ahead and table. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Alonso Carmona. Sheriff, if you can just get us that information to see, just because it's the simple fact that
Yes.
it's over the 40,000, 50,000 amount. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion to table carries. 4.2, discussion and appropriate action, approval for Sheriff Castañeda to attend the Sheriff's Association and Training and Conference Expo, July 20th through the 24th in Fort Worth, Texas.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Juan Carmona, second by Commissioner Aranda. All in favor? Any opposition? Motion carries.
Judge, also speaking with Councilman Banderas, is there any way, maybe we can have a meeting with TxDOT regarding that curve in Catarina, maybe?
I know we had,
Requesting more lighting, more rumble strips, something on it. I mean, I know we've had 2 fatalities.
2 fatalities within the past week. Sheriff, let me get with the local director here and Mr. Moreno as well, and see if we can set up a meeting so that we can have an open roundtable discussion as to what objectives we can look at in order to, because I know we had 2 DOAs within the last week. So I think it's important, not only for the tractor trailers, but for, your general civilians that are in regular vehicles. So let me get with him, and then we'll set up a meeting, constable and sheriff, so that we can maybe find other ways in order for us to mitigate people having accidents there.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. 4.3, discussion of appropriate action regarding jail status report. And Ms. Montes, just out of fairness for every presenter that we have here, if you'd be so kind to submit your report beforehand so that Ms. Hernandez could get all the reports and backups to each commissioners before Commissioners Court. Yes, ma'am. So if you can get your backup to your agenda items before Commissioners Court so that the commissioners can all have the report.
Right now, I do not have the monthly billing because the numbers weren't matching, so we were just waiting for it to happen between the billing, our billing, and Marshall's billing. I can put it on in the next one.
On the total population, you have total population as of, and there's a blank, that's as of what date?
As of today.
As of today?
Yes, ma'am.
So we have a total of 90 inmates.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Questions of Ms. Montes?
Do we still have a lot of people locally, or are they?
Right now, we do, as got picked up warrants for county court, so they're sitting in there till we get some county court, and we still have some that are pending district court also. But mainly they've been, the ones that have been spoken, and they've been about now. But the ones, we have how many females that they have pending county court right now?
We have court tomorrow.
Yes.
I mean, we have county court on Wednesday, right?
I didn't ask you because people say I'm your rough with ladies, so that's why I asked the sheriff.
Well, I'm not scared, sir. You can go ahead.
They're too loud and
I'm blind today, but I can hear you, Commissioner Carmona.
Yeah.
I'm blind today, but I can hear.
Yeah, they say that I'm very abusive with ladies, so that's why I'm in, like, we can talk loud.
Thank you. Thank you. Any other questions for Ms. Montes?
Motion to approve.
Motion by Commissioner Alonso Carmona,
Second.
second by Commissioner, who was second? Urenda? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. Yes. Five point one, discussion and appropriate action, budget adjustment number 35 within Public Facilities Department. I'm going to would it suffice for me to table this? To put on the next agenda? Because it's in the wrong agenda.
If they put in the public facilities under the general fund, you can't take action, can you?
No, we cannot.
Right?
No.
Motion to table. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Alonso Carmona. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition?
Aye.
I have one opposition. Motion carries. 5.2, discussion and appropriate action, budget adjustment number 38 within precinct 3.
The,
That one's yours, Commissioner.
48, is it 48?
30.
38, budget adjustment number 38.
I only have 48.
No,
Oh, there it is.
right here.
I was gonna ask you on this one, I thought I had already made it a long time ago.
We don't have any record of it.
So if we approve it today, we're not double dipping.
No, I would just take one, but normally we get it back from the county clerk's office that it's been approved, and so we haven't done anything.
Maybe it was tabled since you weren't here.
They got,
Black sheep of the commission?
well, my question is if it got approved already, how did it get tabled? It's been approved.
I submitted it a long time
He
ago.
submitted it, he's not sure if it got approved because he never got approved. It was tabled. It was tabled, he was probably not here.
No, it got approved already.
No, it's,
Your office doesn't have it, is what you're saying.
we don't have any record of it being approved.
But you have a record of it being out, right?
Because I remember
because-
this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it shows it's
Right.
38, so it's,
We already had done this one?
but we
I
haven't,
remember
it
it.
has not been included in Commissioner's Court.
It has not been, okay.
Yeah. It might have been presented in Commissioner's Court, but it wasn't, there's nothing.
Oh, that's why you're saying it might have been tabled.
It was on the probably tabled since he wasn't here. That's what I'm saying, it was good for all of us. Oh.
Okay.
I'll entertain a motion.
Motion.
Motion to approve by Commissioner Odena, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Noguera. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Sí. No, are you being closer?
5.3, I have a motion to table that item. That item needs to be put on the public facilities agenda.
So move.
Motion by Commissioner Alonso Carmona, is there a second? Second by Commissioner Uranda, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition?
Both were put in the wrong
For the
one.
wrong one. .4, discussion and appropriate action, budget adjustment number 49. The budget adjustment number 49 for the jail. Ms. Montes, on that maintenance and repair for the building, $5,000, what is that for?
That's for the windows, the repair for the windows.
The what?
The cells for the repair for the windows.
Oh, the seals, the window seals? And on the medical supplies, why are we out so much?
That one, we had one an inmate in the hospital in Uvalde. He had a hernia, so we had to operate him. We had him and we done him with the courts. We took it back to their county, but he got indicted, so we had, and they already had all the information, so in San Antonio, he got indicted, so we had to bring him back. So we got stuck with the medical. We tried to stop him, but they didn't let us.
Who's they didn't let you?
The DA, they wanted him in court. He got indicted, so we had to bring him back. And we got stuck with.
Can you get with my office the next time that we have issues like that, that we have a person that's gonna incur such a high medical cost so that I can talk to the district attorney?
Because we tried,
Because
me, myself, and Captain, and Sharon.
you tried talking to who, to the district attorney?
They're, and we got stuck with.
I mean, because our taxpayers are the ones that are paying that
Tried to
cost.
explain that it was gonna be coming in our.
And then they come to court and what, Mr. Gonzalez, they get a slap in the hand?
I'm not familiar with all the company punishments.
And then the county's stuck with the $22,000 bill?
Well, Bear County had it already
Yeah.
arranged him for operation, but the indictment came in, so we had to bring him back and we had to.
I mean, would y'all agree with me, or, right?
Yes, and Bear County already had it scheduled.
Exactly.
We could have delayed the
These
eventual.
are the LOS from every time.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Montes. I just, just for future reference, Sheriff, if y'all don't mind, you and Ms. Montes, when we have an issue with the inmate that's ill or is requiring a lot of medical, and the district attorney doesn't want to,
I do have one right now that we have to see the psychiatrist, it's gonna be possible also.
can we get together with that so that we can have a meeting or a discussion, a thorough discussion with Mr. Sedna? Because that's costing a lot of money. I mean, $22,000 when we could have used it to,
The psychiatrist, that one that's one of the county ones.
which is, I know what you're talking about.
It's a that one.
Well, on that one, we need to get with Mr. Gonzalez because that's a county case. Thank you. I entertain a motion. Motion by Commissioner Noguera, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Uranda. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 5.5, discussion appropriate action, number 54 for the courthouse grounds. Motion by Commissioner Noguera,
Second.
second by Commissioner Uranda. Any discussion? All in favor? Any opposition? 5.6, discussion and appropriate action, budget adjustment number 58 within the tax office, tax collector office. I have a motion by Commissioner Juan Carmona, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Alonso Carmona. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 5.7, discussion appropriate action, budget adjustment within the utility department. I have entertain a motion.
So move.
Motion by Commissioner Alonso Carmona, is there a second? Second by Commissioner Noguera. All in favor?
Aye.
Mande.
If you get any more money, it has to go back into the different books. We'll just put it back.
The Commissioner's court. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 5.8, discussion and appropriate action to award bids for the telephone service. Hi, Mr. Bendis.
Good morning.
Do we have the bids?
I believe we tabled it last time, so I'm not too sure where the bids are.
Yeah, he's already analyzed it.
Yes, I believe Halifax is charging us $7,000 a month to keep the VoIP phones on. So these are unlimited with the VoIP phones. They're not like landlines. So $7,000 a month comes out to $84,000 a year. With Philips, we would be paying $500 a month, and we would pay a 3-year
Do you have
contract.
that work, Mr. Mendez? Like,
No.
do you have the paperwork so we can see it?
Not right now.
You print it out. Send it to her office. And that's what you-
Yeah, because I believe we were going to discuss it last time, but we tabled it. So I just thought y'all would have had it from now. Sorry about that.
No, we don't have it. I don't have it. You have it? You have it?
Not today.
No, I don't have it.
Oh, this is my writing.
I know, but if you just print that out to them, send it to them.
Mr. Pereira, is it pressing for us to approve it today, or can Mr. Mendez get all the information to us so that the commissioner and the judge can see?
I mean, it was just be this next meeting. It's just, there's no
Can you
big
get
deal.
that for us, Mr. Mendez? Like-
Yes. You just wanted to print out
like-
the contract?
If you can get us all the information that's attached to what you're telling us right now and how much it's gonna cost and the difference in prices, so that we can have it in physical form, so that we can have a better understanding as to what we're approving.
Okay, yes,
Please,
ma'am.
thank you, Mr. Mendez.
So, motion to table?
Yes, sir, by Commissioner Alonso Carmona, is there a second? Second by Commissioner Odena, all in favor?
Aye.
Any abstentions or oppositions? Motion carries. Claim docket. For the general fund, it's $915,576.92. Dimmit County Airport, $253.50. Courthouse security, $1,549.52. Records management, county clerk, $1,271.72. Utilities, $40,741.26. Equitable sharing forfeiture seizures, $45,495. Stone Garden, $89,822.96. Operation Lone Star, $29,380.42. Dimmit County payroll, $318,538.45. COs 2021, $40,207.36 for a grand total of $1,492,194.54.
So moved.
Are there any questions?
So,
I have a motion by Commissioner Alonso Carmona.
Second.
I have a second by Commissioner Juan Carmona. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. I will entertain a motion to adjourn the regular meeting.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Alonso Carmona,
Second.
second by Commissioner Commissioner Urenda. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. I am going to call the public facilities meeting to order. We're going to go ahead and recess for 10 minutes. Roll call 1.2. Let the record reflect that everyone that was present at the regular meeting, which is all 4 commissioners and the judge, are still present. We do have a quorum. 1.3, approval of minutes of regular meeting April 15, 2024.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Alonso Carmona. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Urenda. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. 2.1, discussion appropriate action, new business. Any reports from Ms. Flo?
next step, you need to bring the reports before the agenda. So we know where to take it up. No, not the report,
Thank you, ma'am.
Tuesday is the deadline for the reports. And I don't remember things.
Are there any questions? Are there any questions of Mrs. Flo's report? Yes, she can go ahead.
It's just the expenditures have been done for the Middle Rio, for the repairs on the building.
I appreciate that, Ms. Free, to give us expenditure reports on the public facilities. I don't think it's done before in the past, and now it's being done, so I thank you for it.
Also, George, can you give us,
They give us a quote for $47,000. It's still been pending to be approved.
That's for AC? For where, Middle Rio Grande? Or where?
Border Patrol.
Border Patrol.
for every,
I didn't see I saw a quote, but not a request.
No, the reason I didn't send it because I was talking to Group Comfort, and they said that it was only 2 units that train had their software on it. The rest were all, they can work on it.
Well,
So Group
from my-
Comfort it's cheaper than.
Co-Comfort is cheaper, and from my understanding, and I think that's a comment they had made to Commissioner Odena as well. My only concern is obviously, I'm always looking at the numbers and making sure that what we're spending is reasonable and that we're not overspending just because we have money. And from what Co-Comfort said is that they work on train. They do work on train, but the reason why they were not wanting to come and look at here at the courthouse was because we were still under warranty with train. So we have to, they don't mess with or touch anything that's still under warranty. So that's why we had to call in train, because you've seen the numbers of train and Co-Comfort, and they're just out. I mean, way, you have one, for instance, and this is just a pure example. You have one for 100,000, you have one for 20,000. And so I think that's something that we need to look into, because I mean, we're trying to make sure that we make the right investment, but that we are being, you know, reasonable in our spending.
The reason we had S-Train, because they have the Border Patrol, they got all the gadgets that control the temperature and everything else. And then when I asked Richard, said, yeah, we can work on those because we don't have the software.
Okay.
And I said, okay, fine. And then there was a problem in one of the other ACs that had supposedly here, that supposedly has come in the deal. That's why I told Pereira, I asked Pereira, we need to make a contract with them. He said, it'd be better because then we know how much they're going to charge us. So, pero now that I find out there's only 2 units, I don't think we have to pay those $22,000 a year. So we'll just call them as needed.
And Richard's real good about letting you know if he can fix it or not.
Thank you, Ms.
Pereira,
Any other questions?
Mr. Pereira, when we took over the Border Patrol, when the county took over, they told me that all the ACs were up to par, that they had replaced all of them. And they're all low. Who replaced it then?
So according to them, the federal government, they replaced them.
It's only been 2 or 3 years and they're all breaking down. I don't think they ever replaced them. Or maybe they replaced one and said they replaced. But those things are old and they're starting to break more often.
And I think Mr. Estrada back then made the comment that they replaced, if I'm not mistaken, Mr. Estrada, Daniel, said that they had replaced all the air conditioners.
Yeah, that was our understanding, that they had replaced the air conditioners before we took over. And so it was basically a savings to the county when we took over. So that's something that we needed to let the attorney know that is negotiating the contract, and let him know that there are old units.
So have you worked on the contract?
He's already been notified. Ramos.
Donato.
Judge, my recommendation to you is that, and Mr. Pereira, is that you all find out what counties and what's Del Rio.
I've already discussed that ad nauseum with Mr. Pereira.
Del Rio's supposed to be taking care of some stuff, and we're supposed to be taking care of some other stuff.
No, we are supposed to.
Pereira.
No, we're supposed to. I didn't say we are doing it, but we're supposed to because it falls on us. That's why, as landowner and.
So why do they have that company there cleaning instead of having people from Cavisa?
Cleaning?
Yeah.
Oh, that's something else. I mean,
Well, that's why I'm telling you.
repairs and maintenance should be under us.
Not everything according to that. Why is able there? Mr. Martinez, he's taking care of some air conditions and he's taking care of some gates.
That's something that I guess we need to discuss with.
I don't have a problem fixing whatever, but I want to know what belongs to the county and what belongs. Don't you get a lot of static from those people? I'm sorry I pointed at you again. Well, don't they call it real bossy that we're not taking care of this stuff and we're not taking care of that stuff? So I want to make sure that when you get the contract, it specifically says, this is the counties and this is the, of course, I'm only one vote, but I'm pretty sure the rest of the commissioners understand If they're paying for somebody to do some of the work, then let them do it.
That's something I guess we need
You
to
understand what-
clarify, yeah, that's
Since
something I,
you got Abel Martinez out there constantly, and then he's got units that he's having to work. If you have two technicians out there, which ones are the ones that Abel, that's what he's trying to get to, is.
my understanding, we were responsible for all of that.
Oh, well, I'm just checking.
I will have.
Can you set up a meeting for us to go meet with Sector in
Sure.
Del Rio? Because it seems like we're never gonna get to the bottom of this. I've asked Mr. Billings, Eric, and he tells me that he doesn't know, he just, whatever they tell him to do, that they have Able there or they have the county there. So I think we need to get to the bottom of it.
Oh, sure.
I'll entertain a motion to approve Mrs. Flo's report.
Motion.
Motion by Commissioner Odena, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Noguera. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 2.2, discussion appropriate action, approval of contract with Middle Rio Grande. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, this is exactly the same contract as it was drafted by the previous county judge for my signature. Essentially, the only thing that changed, as you all know, we purchased the Middle Rio Grande building on Opal Street. The tenant is obviously still the same, Middle Rio Grande Development Council. The landlord now is Dimmit County. The rent carried over as it was with the previous contract. And today, this is just, like I said, procedural, for procedural purposes, to have it in writing that we're changing the names of the Dimmit County judge and changing the name of the landlord from DHS to Dimmit County. I'll entertain a motion.
So move.
Motion by Alonso Carmona, Commissioner Alonso Carmona, is there a second? Second by Commissioner Urenda.
Is this contract on a yearly
Year,
basis?
yes, ma'am. It's, it expires at May 31st, 2025.
Because it says the term is 60 months.
The term where?
On top it says
Yes, ma'am, it does. I'm gonna go ahead and, change that, Commissioner, and it should say, 12. And I will have, my staff redo that and have it sent to Mr. Garcia, so that it reflects. Thank you for catching it.
Is this something that, our county attorney would have to review, or
He already reviewed it.
every review?
I have a motion by Commissioner Alonso Carmona, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Urenda. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 3.1 claim docket, we have public safety, $4,877.25. I entertain a motion.
Motion to approve.
Motion by Commissioner Urenda, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Noguera. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. I entertain a motion to recess and adjourn the public facilities meeting. I have a motion by Commissioner Alonso Carmona, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Noguera. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. Yes, already recessed.
I told Marty to report también on the expenditures and everything else, that we're up to hours. So every 3 months, it's going to be a report of what he has bought and what he has mixed. So I'm making them make a ledger. That they work on the project.